I'm at a point in my life where I'm relatively stable. I'm learning a lot and I'm experiencing a lot. And as a result of that, I'm going through a lot of changes that helps me to grow deeper into my like into like this sense of purpose, but also like me accepting that I'm growing up. If you if you know me, obviously I can send you videos of who I once was. Um, but it goes to show I've really come a long way, and this is not me like glazing myself or whatever. Um, it's not. I'm not sugarcoating my experience. I'm fundamentally being brutally honest. Like my girlfriend has seen the dramatic evolution of my change. Um, like a lot of my peers have seen like the change that I went through, and they are my eyewitness. And I even have documented footage of what I looked like and what I say and how I carried myself and things like that. So it goes to show things can change in a matter of 5 years, and I'm very, very grateful that I went through this change. And I can only attribute it to my 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 pops up in the throne room in heaven, not my earthly father, who lives on the other side of the world, but my God. um, and it's really cool. It's cool seeing this change. It's really cool seeing this experience unfold. I am currently, I was bouncing around jobs and careers and things like that, but now I've fully settled in. I know what I want to do. I'm going into body work, and I'm, treating people's ailments through applying pressure in their back. I mean, it's simple as that. I'm a massage therapist, so, or I'm eventually, by the time like things basically fall into place, or by the opportunities thereof, I would basically become a massage therapist. So, but yeah, a lot has happened. A lot. I'm growing a lot, and there's so much I would love to share. But this is just like sort of a declaration that I am I am in the 5th year of my 7-year plan, and I appreciate just the fact that anybody who's ever interacted with me just was, even though they may not have been the most invested in my life, I still appreciate you guys. You guys have been interesting people that I learned from, and yeah, and I'm just here to say like thank you, like honestly from the bottom of my heart. My gratitude goes out to you all, and also now as I'm developed in my experience, I now have students. So I have students in all over the world, or not, well, now actually technically I could say all over the world if yeah if but yeah, I have students all over the world actually, now that I think about it, if they see me as their teacher. I have students in Michigan, I have students in like North Carolina, I have students in California, and I have students in Georgia, and it's a small humble amount, but it's a start, and I'm growing up, and I'm learning, and I'm changing, and I'm imparting a lot of experience and blessings onto the next generation. And I think that being a forefront runner, you have to have gone through the suffering. You have to go through the experience to inherit. And you can, and I personally believe that it's much easier when you have, the power of God and anime on your side. Just kind of throwing it out there. Life can be much, much more ideal. Life can either be a playground or a praise ground, right? Like, there's predators out there, you're prey, right? So yeah, because at the end of the day, like when you dilly dally, you eventually you'll self-condemn yourself. You'll self-condemn, and then you'll start mark your own spiritual death tally, right? So something to think about. There's an object lesson there for those of you that are keen. But But yeah, man, a lot has changed. I got this new flip phone thing like from Samsung that I was like talking about one time. I was like, yo, it'd be cool if there were foldable phones. And wow, years later, my friend, shout out to Jared. He thought it was stupid, and I obviously I think he still thinks it's stupid, but I think it's cool. It makes me like hold the phone like a camcorder, and I could record videos, and it's kind of cool. Like it makes me look more legitimate when I document life, and and yeah, like there's that, and you know, I even wanted Steve from Minecraft, and I mean Steve got in the game, and so it's kind of like there are things that I low key predict, and I wouldn't want to say prophesy, but like it's just kind of one of those. I make a very accurate forecast, and I broadcast it out to some people, and then when it happens, like they don't acknowledge that I said it. I think a part of it is just they just forget, but it's interesting that I get a confirmation that it's like it's kind of happening, and I don't believe in this manifesting stuff or whatever like the New Agers believe, but I think there's some aspect to understanding history to be able to make accurate forecasts, and I think fundamentally if you understand history very well, in the lens that the biblical God wants you to understand it, you'll be able to make really cracked out accurate like statements that will come to fruition, and that's just my personal conjecture and stance, right?